What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt again here with another Boss 302 video. This is a long awaited video. We are doing our middle of the road Axleback shootout. And what that's going to consist of is comparing the Roush Axlebacks to a set of Flowmaster Outlaws. So I don't know if anybody's been tracking the prices of Axlebacks lately, but probably so if you go back to times before COVID, you used to be able to get a set of Axlebacks middle of the road for 400, 500 bucks. Well, that threshold has now shifted up. The top tier Axlebacks would be in the high 800s, 900s, but now the top tiers are well over 1,000. So these Axlebacks that you used to be able to get for 400, 500 are now excessively more. The Roushes will run you about 750, whereas the Flowmaster Outlaws are about 600. But we're gonna throw them both on the car, we're gonna compare them, and we're gonna decide which one we like best. Before we do that though, we gotta start this thing with no mufflers. The first set you guys are going to see are the Roushes, since the Roushes were already on the car. So these things are already on there. Let's go ahead and cut to those clips. We're going to get you a cold start and some running footage. Quite a cold start because I had to take my son to school, so it was still a little bit warm. We'll get some track key idle. Track key engine enabled. Now we're going to go ahead and install the Flowmaster Outlaws, and let's get the cold start, some running footage, and let's compare. All right, guys, so we have a less than ideal situation here. We're still going to finish the video, but the Flowmaster Outlaws, the way that their hanger runs, it's interfering with my hitch that I use to tow my kids' cars, and eventually it'll tow a track trailer. So I can't get it to sit perfectly, but I can still get it snugged up there. Hopefully we don't have a leak. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side so we can still get the audio. It's just gonna look really stupid. This way you'll be able to get a comparison between the Roush and the Flowmasters, and we'll still give it a fair shake. They're both snug, they both look stupid as hell, but let's hear how it sounds. Here it is with a track idle. couldn't get the last hanger to hang, so please ignore that. Just listen to the tone. Alright, now we're going to get some in-the-car footage of the Flowmasters. And then we're switching back to the Roush because these just don't fit right. I definitely think that the Flowmasters are louder, but it's hard to tell because the side pipes with the resonators removed and the baffles removed, they kind of overpower it in the cab. So I think the only people that can tell this would be the people on the outside or behind me. Tell in the car if the Roush are louder or the Flowmaster are louder. But outside, the Flowmaster are definitely louder and probably a little bit deeper. However, I think that the Roush have a crisper sound. Now, as stupid as this looks, I will say the Flowmasters definitely sound grittier. There's a little bit of a pop to them. This may be my cue to remove the resonators from my Roushes. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for our Axleback shootout video. My personal opinion, I prefer the Roush. I think they have a crisper sound. And it can get very raspy if you remove the resonators. I think the Roush have a crisper sound, probably due to the canister itself. This is almost like a muffler delete, but it's deeper because it has kind of an expansion resonating chamber in there, which causes that deeper noise. I do love the way these sounded with the track key idle, and I was planning on running these on the Boss for a while. Since it interferes with the hitch that I use to trailer the kids' cars, they have to come off. They didn't look right, but at least we got the video filmed. The Roushes are about $150 more expensive than the Flowmasters. However, I do think it's worth the money in my opinion, and I think that is the route that I would go if it was my choice. But honestly, I don't think you can go wrong either way. It's very hard for me to tell what it sounds like inside the cab because on the Boss we do have those side pipes, and on my car the side pipes are pretty loud. If I put the baffles in, I might got a more fair comparison, but you guys at least got to hear what they sounded like outside the car. So let me know in the comments down below which one you would rock on your S197, the Roushes or the Flowmasters. I'm going to go ahead and install my Roushes back on the car, and we're going to get this thing buttoned back up. The Flowmasters will be for sale on Marketplace here soon. I do want to thank Broke Brad for sending us these Flowmasters. Without him, this video would not have been possible. So thanks again, Brad. Say thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Brad.
Well, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Don't forget, click that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more Boss 302 and future Project Car content. That car is coming soon. Stay tuned. Peace out. Watch out. Man, she's a freaking beauty.